Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to get this video out for you guys. Hope you guys stay disciplined and you guys were green today. If you were red, I hope you realize why. I'm gonna guess that you thought we were gonna be bearish today going into today, especially after the rough close on Friday. But I think it caught a lot of people off guard, and I kind of I showed why. My uh, bias was still bullish after seeing the charts this morning, but I will show that again and walk you guys through it. So ES, I mean, I think we're gonna fill this liquidity imbalance or this volume imbalance, sorry, to its full at like 45, 66 because these are very strong draws that won't fill. Like these voids do not like to be like left empty. So I do think this gets filled eventually. I mean, it may not be tomorrow. I think we might get a little pullback before we go higher. I'll show you that on the smaller time frame charts, but that's what I'm looking at on the weekly still. The daily, you guys remember on Friday, I said I expected us to at least test these little small FEGs, and then as you can see, NQ also tested its little one today. Not little one, but you see it just we barely got to tap into it, and look what happened after we got to tap into it. It's kind of telling us that price wanted to go higher, but since we took this high, that might be why the price may have wanted to just go back up to take these stops and then come back down before like maybe filling some of these lower daily fair value gaps because these are probably going to get rebalanced at some point. But just looking at different options that could play out. But going back to ES, yeah, we got the bounce here. Going to the hourly, or let's go look at. So okay, I'm sorry. I want to look at this morning on NQ. So NQ this morning, I was watching the charts this morning, and this was what originally made me say, okay, the charts look bullish today. So remember Friday, we got a little liquidity grab from these lows on Friday, and I said this could possibly like the way this candle like wicked came back up. I wasn't too worried about this because it was going into close and whatnot. But so I was like, okay, this could possibly be like our reversal like type pattern. Obviously, we came back down and took a little more here, but it turned out to be just that. Just because sometimes they like to come back down and like stab it one more time to ensure they have all the stop orders out right there. But this morning I was watching the charts doing my little I watch the charts every morning about 5 to 6, and I was watching both charts like perfect or closely, not perfectly, but I noticed right where NQ bounced this morning. Like you can't make this up. We bounced right off this tiny ass 1 hour order block like perfectly. Like so and right almost dead smack in the middle of it. And like once that happened, I was like, okay, we're at least gonna get like a pump back to here, but it feels like it's gonna be a lot more than that. So when this happened, I was already thinking bullish going in. I was already thinking bullish going into today, and then you guys know what played out on the ES 4-hour chart. It's what I always, it's what I like to always watch for. We had this 4-hour fair value gap. We'll drag it right here. So you can see we rejected it before, and then we came back up. And this time we closed above it. So if ES was going to reject today before going up and maybe testing like an hourly FEG that might have been up here or 15, but you'll see like we closed above it. We never got the retest for like a good long, but not that you would long a 4 hour. You would go to a smaller time frame and maybe find an FEG off of that. But you see, like as soon as we closed above this, like I knew for sure we were at least going to run these highs, and I wasn't sure about these because we could have easily just came up and took these and came back down. But like this was your sign this morning. So this candle closed at 10 o'clock this morning, right when everybody there was a really good short setup that happened here this morning, and I think a lot of people got caught in that, and they missed this. Uh, but you can see what happens whenever you get a higher time frame, fair value, especially like it's the only one, and it gets closed above. It tells you like if ES was going to reject, it was probably going to be right here. So since it didn't, like you could almost expect obviously these highs, and this is just a little bonus, but you can see what happened. Now we got this drop down though, where this is some good displacement from the highs. So tomorrow, this is where I'm looking at. So don't mind all the aligns here. But so for tomorrow, I think 45, 42, 50 could be a nice target just because that's like it's not the AM lows from this morning, but it's some equal lows on from this AM. This would be our AM lows this morning would be right here. Well, technically it'd be right here with this FVG, but I would expect these and these. So uh, like you can see like I would assume this low gets taken here, just by the look of this. But so I'm just looking. I'm a little bit bearish going into tomorrow. But you got to remember, we're still with today. We're still in this 4 hour and this 4 hour. So to really go down and take these lows and these lows, we're gonna just start displacing or just like violating 4 hours. So it's gonna be the same way going up. So I'll get rid of this now. But like if we start breaking this and these lows are going to be obviously the next target. So that's what I'm looking at on ES today. There was one good, okay, there was one good long position while I had chance out of class during lunch, and I gave it to you guys. We took longs at 45, 48, 75. So you see, like we got a little bit of displacement here. I mean, this isn't even really displacement. You want to see a much stronger move, but like if you go to the 5 minute, like you can see like I could tell like okay, like we're just slowly grinding down. It's not like this right here. It's just kind of like just a small little like trickle down. So I figured if there's a chance that ES was gonna bounce, it would be at this 50-minute fair value. So and the best part about it was our stop was at 45.46, which would have been pretty much just below the fair value gap. Let's go to the 15. Yeah, so our stop was 45.46, just below the candle here. You'll see we did wick down. We hit 45.46.25. We almost got stopped, but we didn't. And then we went break even when it was a smaller time frame. We went to break even at like 45.50 because it was a very slow trade. I wasn't liking it too much, but I ended up cutting the trade short at like 45.52 just because I had to go back to class and I didn't want to leave open orders. But you see what happened. We ended up running back to 45.60, and we took the HOD at that point. So it was a really, really, really good trade to take. It sucks I couldn't hold it longer, but I mean that's what happens when you have to take some military priorities first, I guess. But so yeah, for now I'm a little bit bearish going into tomorrow, unless like same thing for tomorrow. We start violating like this 15. I'm sure. Let's see, there did not form an hourly one, so just watching that 15. I'm sure there's some 5 minutes going into this evening, but this looks good for a nice retracement back into these hourly fair values back to take some lows. So it would be healthy for the market to come back down, take these lows, grab some more liquidity, maybe even down to here. There's some 5 minute equal lows down here as well. So like I said, what to look going into tomorrow. And with that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you tomorrow.